Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody having a great start to their day. Just wanted to talk to y'all on my bike ride to the gym. As y'all can see, on my trusty two wheels. But I was thinking yesterday and even in my sleep last night about manifesting. Now, I know a lot of us, we tend to have dreams and aspirations of, doing something greater in our life than what we're doing now if we haven't already reached that point. But we tend to get kind of stuck with, working our jobs or, having a family or just bills kicking our behind or just whatever that we kind of just lose sight of, having those dreams and aspirations and just keeping them in our head and just leaving it at that. We got to start to get to that point. And again, I've been there myself too. So I'm not speaking, as to trying to look down on nobody or nothing like that because, again, I can relate myself because I know I've been there. And I know that manifesting works also. But again, just those examples I gave before where uh, life is just life and basically and you just lose sight of that. But basically, and about to hit. Basically, you know, um, basically getting those dreams out your head and turning it into a manifestation. Now you're probably thinking like, well, ain't they the same? No, they ain't the same. Because when you're dreaming, you're just keeping that in your head, and it's just being just that. It's just replaying in your head. You're not taking no action towards it. When you're manifesting, saying it to you, having that dream, you're saying it to yourself. You're writing it down on a piece of paper, and when you write it down on that piece of paper, you're holding yourself accountable to take action towards the things that you have written on that paper. And it gives you something that you can see that you can work towards and put it into your 3D that actually becomes your real life. And again, I know it can be easier said than done as far as like, manifesting or trying to, change your mind state. But again, with changing your life, it all depends on you, not anyone else. And like the old folks say, I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink. You gotta put it in yourself like, hey, I, want to work out 3 times a week. I want to eat healthier. I want to read 2 books in the month or something like that. Whatever your goal may be, you gotta write that down and stick to it. Now, one thing that I've been doing, or that I have done within the past couple of weeks or so, is I've had chat help me, and whatever thoughts come in my mind, I kind of speak it with you. I pray about it first with God, and then to kind of clear everything up, I asked ChatGPT to help me. So I'm gonna give you an example. One thing I had Chat help me with. I said I want to learn how to manifest things. I want to have a good I want to have a good manifestation script that I'm able to say or read to myself so that it will help me out. So I told Chat the things that I wanted to manifest, And chat basically helped me to make me a daily affirmation to help with my manifestations. And I have set a reminder in chat, one for the morning time and one for the nighttime, to say my affirmations. And I told it to do it 21 days straight, because it takes 21 days to form a habit. And we have a lot of habits that we have already, a lot of them not so beneficial for us, but that don't mean it necessarily got to stay that way. Again, it's more so we got to make that choice to make the change for ourselves, because ain't nobody coming to save us. So yeah, I told chat to write that for me, and I've been saying that every day, day and night. And I think I forgot a couple of nights, and that was on me because I don't know what I had going on, but I felt bad about it because I know that I'm trying to make that change in my mindset, and I know that I'm trying to work towards, well, I'm not even trying, because again, your vocabulary means something else. So I'm making the changes to the life that I want to live. And it's uncomfortable for me, for sure. Extremely uncomfortable. But I'm still pushing. And that's the whole thing. You gotta, just because something is hard, don't mean that you shouldn't do it. Because I had one of my aunts say, everybody talking about they want to go to heaven, but ain't nobody pushing. Whew, that was a bar. Come on, man. That was a bar. Because it's like, again, you on earth, and as my mentor Dion would say, you got to get through that hell to get to heaven. We on earth, and you can create your heaven on earth. But the thing is you're willing to go through that hell to get there. For myself, I know I wasn't willing to do that. I know I want to thank Jesus. Extremely easy. Like, no adversity, no drama, no nothing. I just wanted everything to come easy. And I knew back then, in my younger age, that it wasn't going to come easy, but I was so stubborn to say, oh, you know what, I don't care that I know it ain't going to be easy. I still want it that way, so that's what it's going to be for me. And I sat there and just did dumb stuff for a very long time. And it's like, you can't do stuff like that because time ain't waiting for nobody. That thing keep moving. They ain't waiting for nobody. Shoot, you thinking like, oh, I done graduated high school. I'm good. I got 20 years to figure this thing out. I got 10 years to figure this thing out. Next thing you know, you done blinked a couple times. Damn, 20 years done passed by. And you don't know what a time went. So, all I'm saying is, while you having them dreams, don't just let it sit them. Just don't let them sit and be dreams. Man, write that junk down on paper. Look over it every day. Hell, make you a vision board. Look at that every day, so you know what you're working toward. Because your life can change. It for sure can change. And I know it again because I created a vision board. And I know that when I had that, my life went to whatever I was seeing every single day on that went straight to it. And I didn't even pay attention. And one day I just looked up and I was like, well, dang, I done accomplished everything on my board. All I'm saying is, I know I keep saying that, that's my bad, but keep your hope alive. Don't give up on yourself. Keep pushing to be better. Keep pushing to make yourself better, your life better. You got kids, think about the kids. Try to make a difference in how their life will play out whenever they get older, when they get grown. Because again, that's a legacy. And again, I ain't saying would we all like to have $100 million? Yep. But in reality, would we all have that? No. So again, can you be able to leave them that? No. But can you leave them some knowledge to help them to get past the point where you were? Or set them up with, some books to where they know how to set up a business, or they know how to set up a trust, or they know how their credit works and all that. And you gotta set them up for success. Because remember, the system, they ain't gonna set these kids up for success. All they gonna do is set them up just to get in the system. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with being in the system. There ain't nothing wrong with it at all. But you can't let the system use you, and you don't use the system back. That's all I'm saying. But keep manifesting, keep dreaming, keep hope alive, and set your babies up for the future. Better than what we had, or better than what you had. Set them up. They'll thank you for it when they get older. And again, they may not see it now, whenever you try to instill it into them, or just be an example by showing it rather than telling them. They're not gonna get it now. Good morning. They ain't gonna see it now, but when they get older and start to experience life for themselves, they will definitely appreciate it. I'm almost to the gym now, but I'm gonna show y'all another thing too. That I set a vision board, and I know it helped me a long time ago, but I never did another one. So last week, I made me a vision board, but I made it a portable vision board basically. I made it so that I could fold it and put it in my wallet, and whenever I get discouraged or I feel like the day just ain't going my way, or I just ain't feeling it that day, I take that vision board, take it out of my wallet, unfold it, look at it, realign myself to let me know, okay, this is what you're working towards. I get back on track. And then I have my book with my goals in there. I take a look at that. And again, just to reassure myself, like, hey, it ain't easy, but this is what you're working for. You gotta go get it. So go get it. And that's how you gotta talk to yourself sometimes. You gotta talk like, hey man, you need to tighten up. This ain't, you don't know how long you got on this earth. And you don't want to leave this earth and be on your last few and thinking like, dang, I wish I could have did this, and this. And again, it don't matter the age. And don't worry about that, because again, I just turned 40 this year. Now I'm still trying to feel like a spring chicken out here, which I don't. My body letting me know. But you know, I'm still trying to get it together. I'm trying to keep my mind together. Trying to keep my body together. All of that. But hold on, I made it to the gym. Let me show y'all, man. So, showing y'all my wallet. Thing beat up. Hold on, y'all. And I got, see, my folded up vision board to remind myself, hey man, you create the life that you want. So start creating. Hey man, I appreciate y'all little time y'all done gave me. Like I said, I hope y'all have a great day. About to get in this gym. And y'all leave me some comments, man. Tell me how y'all think the video, my first video went. And I appreciate your feedback. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Remember, stay spiffy.